How the heck are you guys? I am Fastidious. Welcome to this week's edition of Should You Summon? And at long last, we have an answer we have not gotten in weeks. And that answer is no. No, you absolutely should not. However, I do want to explain why and also try to talk about what your long-term view should be now that we're kind of bringing our heads up above water after the craziness that was Thanksgiving into Christmas into the new year. Things are probably going to come back a bit down to earth now, and we can exhale and really think to the future and not worry about summoning all our currencies every weekend. A little less FOMO is going to be happening. You don't have to fear about missing out on Glacius and Krodor. I'll go very briefly into what their kits are. They're both good heroes, but based on the high quality banners the game has been pumping out really for months now, since the anniversary, at least like 2 very high quality banners a month. When you see a banner like this with 2 good but not account changing heroes, it's a hard pass. Quickly, guys, the briefest word from today's sponsor, that sponsor being SmileOne. If you watch my content at all, we're sponsored by them a couple times a month. Essentially, you don't have to spend in these games at all. That's a big point of my channel. However, many of you do, and if you are going to, you might as well save money. So you can see we got my link here. The link is in the description of this video in the top pinned comment, as well as on my Discord server, the Fast and Fastidious. Use this thing. You get discounts on everything. Look out, like every weekend or every other weekend, there are huge top-up events when you not only get discounts on the money you spend when you turn that into W Gold, but you also get bonus rewards directly in-game. SmileOne is the official sponsor and top-up partner of Watcher of Realms and Moonton. So if you want to top up, use my link. Top up with SmileOne. So, as I said, let's talk the big picture. This is a banner we can skip really quickly. Who are these heroes? I'm not even going to go skill by skill. Glacius can do freeze. He can deal a ton of damage. He can deal slow. He's kind of a mix of like a Nocturne and a Mari. He's got parts of both. Tons of crowd control with the slow and the freeze. Great single target damage. So why is he not that hyped? He's a great hero. He's highly rated on my website. Go check out the tier list. I just updated literally everything and every single build on the site, including Glacius. Basically, he's a single target mage in a non-meta faction for the things you would want to use a single target DPS for. Single target mages in general are not the most desirable things in the world. It's not something we need that much because of their limited range and, often dependency upon just magic damage. Combine that with the fact that he's a Northerner, and when you need single target, you think boss content. Northerners, they're not privy to success in boss content. Sure, you can run him with Elder and Falsia and Ardia or something and put up some crazy numbers, but that's aggressively off meta. I love this hero. His A1 is phenomenal, and I hope I get another copy eventually, but you don't go rushing to get it on his banner because he is not an account changer with where the game and the meta and content currently stands. Let's go to Krodor now. Severely underrated. Tanks in this game in general are just not needed to be that good. Maybe you need one super good one like Brokir or Cyrus, and then after that, a tank is kind of a tank in this game, and that's a sad thing. Krodor is one of the very best tanks in the game. He has phenomenal base stats. If we look over here, nearly 4,000 defense and just a hair under 30,000 HP. He's in a perfect faction for his kit as a Northerner, but then again, we already have tons of good Northerner tanks. Even just talking about epics, Olog is phenomenal. Even a hero like Avalon is great. I would say he is completely tremendous for tank codex, for the Hellfire Emperor, the Soul Cadence boss. He does get a ton of extra block on his ultimate, up to 2. Similar to someone like Trusk, who gets 1 extra block. However, 2 is more than 1. And to really succeed in tank codex, you have to be a Northerner. And he's kind of king of the Northerners. This went under the radar, but he did get a new skill. If we go over here to his final passive, this Northgard in Gear Raid and Artifact Raid during his ultimate, he increases the block of all Northerner defenders on the field by 1. This is incredible. So for any young account progressing, if you pick him up, that's huge. However, again, this is not something you summon on his banner specifically trying to get him. Unless you need him for the Pokédex, 99% of people should just skip it and hope you get him another way. You can see he also gets some damage reductions. And then over here, he can do a big AoE stun, and he can do an attack reduction, which is actually a debuff I think only him and Rex, 2 heroes in the whole game, have. We have a lot of heroes with decreased damage, like the damage they deal to you is less, but not usually can you just drop what their actual attack stat is. So pretty unique here. but again, currently completely unneeded. Good hero, but not one we are seeking out. So like I said, 99% of players should not be summoning on this. The epics are like fine, Amani's really good, actually Damon and Harpoon suck. This is just not the banner you're seeking out. So what should we be doing? Let's zoom out and think big ass picture. First things first, we know Beelzebub, aka Bubba. I like to call him Bubba. I know some people don't like his actual name, so let's just call him Bubba. Easier that way, and it's more fun to say. He's going to be tremendous. Borderline triple S hero. We'll have to see once he actually arrives on global, but from my testing on test server, he's just completely phenomenal. You can see this video from 2 months ago, delayed, but if you look at my most recent video, he's coming soon. I really do think he is. They just added his exclusive over here, Carrion's Call. You can see it in that thumbnail. They just added that to the test server. It makes me think he's coming at most 2 months from now. He's the kind of hero you want to get a copy of. You want to get him A2, and then if you really want to max out, you want to get him A3. And if you really care about guild wars and stuff, you want to get him A5 because he's got some of the highest BP in the game. He's going to be the best inspiration hero in the game. He's got solid DPS if you can get his exclusive artifact. He has tremendous slows, so phenomenal crowd control, and the best AoE magic vulnerability in the game. There's tons and tons in his kit, all on a hero that is just 10 costs. At Awaken level 4, he's 8 costs. He's insanely, insanely good, and we should be looking forward to him. Let's keep that in the back of our mind as we get more and more and more banners. The other thing to think about, of course, is Valentine's Day. That's the next big holiday coming up. That is in 1 month and 13 days from now, the first day of 2025, February 14th. Gacha games love Valentine's Day. They freaking love it. They get hearts in their eyes and they go nuts. Last Valentine's Day was the single biggest moment, I would still say, in the history of this game. We had big stuff with the anniversary, big stuff with Kagiri, big stuff with Sung Wukong, but this was like nothing else. The game kind of had a huge lull after the new year. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. And then went insane with Lust. The cinematic, the ads, the hype. Bust for Lust was the realest thing ever. Of course, they're going to try to one-up that. You can see I did a smasher pass with my girlfriend on all the heroes. We confirmed the Lust banner. We did this, that, and the other. When she finally came back, that was one of the biggest events. They're going to try to one-up that. We already know of a leaked couple, some Chinese couple that looks to be amazingly strong. It's from like some Three Kingdoms mythology. It's going to be insane. It will. So I would just say between knowing Beelzebub and between knowing Valentine's Day are coming, you should be so conservative as you approach future banners. Really, like there's no reason to be going nuts for something unless it's like your favorite, most desired hero. And when the two heroes are Glacius and Krodor, it is a hard pass. Should you summon? No. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you have questions, let me know in the comments. I am so tired. I'm going straight to sleep. And oh my God, it's going to feel great. Thank you. Share with your mother, and I'll see you real soon. Bye.
Fastidious.